Not surprisingly, Solo Leveling's first season, produced by A1 Pictures, has gone viral. Sung Jin Woo is perhaps the most interesting of all anime protagonists. With its thrilling fights and menacing bosses, Solo Leveling offers plenty of moments that satisfy players with a wide range of epicness and brilliance. Furthermore, Sung Jin Woo epitomizes the epic hero's journey from his first perilous experience in the double dungeon to his battles with innumerable monsters. There are numerous instances that demonstrate how Sung Jin Woo is already a legendary figure in continuous development. Well, pursuing a path filled with peril, where every conflict risks his life, and keeps the audience enthralled as he triumphs time and time again in the face of overwhelming odds. Epic moments drive the series and help Sung Jin Woo become the strongest hunter in his universe. Eventually, he will challenge everything established in Solo Leveling's world, which brings him closer to unraveling the secrets of the system and reaching his full potential. This video will present the top 10 epic moments in Solo Leveling. You may see familiar and unfamiliar scenes, so feel free to comment on your thoughts at the end of this video. Also, remember to hit the like and subscribe buttons to encourage us to produce more anime content. Number 10. When Sung Jin Woo casually one-hit kills a golem boss. This epic moment happened in episode 4 of the anime entitled, "I've Gotta Get Stronger." After leaving the instant dungeon, Sung Jin Woo realizes there's a dungeon breakout nearby where a group of hunters is fighting a giant golem boss in front of a large crowd of bystanders. However, Sung Jin Woo notices their team is uncoordinated, and they seem to be about to lose, as they are only low-level hunters. Jin Woo decides to give them a little help, so he throws his broken sword into the golem's head, hoping the hunters will seize the opportunity and deal the finishing blow to the boss. However, the golem completely shatters after receiving the hit. What makes this moment epic is not only that Jin Woo one-shotted the golem, but also that he gave credit to the other hunter, believing they had weakened him. That said, he didn't realize how strong he became. Ironically, the broken sword that Jin Woo tossed belonged to Kim Sang-shik, who dropped it in the double dungeon. Jin Woo picked up the sword to defend himself and later used it in the instant dungeon. So, in a way, he tossed something tied to his past weakness. Number 9. When Sung Jin Woo's first solo boss kill shows the importance of physical training. This epic moment happened in the episode 4 of the anime entitled, "I've Gotta Get Stronger." After studying the player system and training his body with the daily quests, Jin Woo faces his first solo hunt, challenging the instant dungeon provided by the system. Before facing his first boss alone, a giant snake known as Blue Venom-Fanged Kasaka, Jin Woo faced countless wolves on his own, something he had never been able to do before. He even suffered injuries from weak goblins. Nonetheless, it is good to note that in this fight, Sung Jin Woo obtained Kasaka's Venom Fang, which he used as his main weapon in the following battles. Kasaka's hardened body possesses a high defense, and his speed enables him to deliver powerful attacks that surpass Jin Woo's. Additionally, his sword lacks the strength to penetrate the hardened snake's scales. Feeling cornered, Sung Jin Woo recalls his resolve to gain power and concentrates all his physical strength on strangling the boss. Jin Woo successfully kills Kasaka with his sheer force and willpower, culminating in a heroic shot where he sits above the giant snake's corpse, affirming that he has slightly strengthened. Number 8. When Sung Jin Woo shows he won't run away anymore. This happened in episode 12 of the anime entitled Arise. The Penalty Zone is a special mission that serves as Sung Jin Woo's punishment for not completing his daily quest. This mission transports Jin Woo to a desert environment where poison-toothed giant centipedes chase him, forcing him to run for his life until the set time passes. Sung Jin Woo religiously followed his daily quest until the day of the job change quest dungeon. After failing to defeat the swarm of infinite knights, and as Jin Woo was about to lose, he was saved by being summoned into the penalty zone. Despite being grateful, Jin Woo channels his frustration about not completing the quest into challenging the giant centipedes, trying to level up for 4 hours, which will also restore his health. Although it's a short scene, it showcases how strong Sung Jin Woo has become, where he no longer needs to run away from any monster like he did in the past. Moreover, he is now willing to use everything as an opportunity to level up. Number 7. When Sung Jin Woo defeats the C-rank dungeon boss with strategy. This epic moment happened in the episode 6 of the anime entitled The Real Hunt Begins. Despite having already beaten 2 bosses, Kasaka and the Golem, the giant spider, the boss of the C-rank dungeon, gives Sung Jin Woo a much tougher fight. This creature is not only physically strong, but it also has reinforced skin, and its ability to throw acid makes it a difficult opponent to dodge. After furiously trying to attack the boss, Jin Woo realizes the spider's skin is too tough to damage with the dagger he gained from the instant dungeon. As he tries to locate the boss' weak point for the paralyzing poison to take effect, he aims for the top of his head, but begins to run out of energy. Jin Woo is able to recover by using the reward for his daily quest and striking continuously at the spider's eye, successfully killing the most powerful boss he has faced. The way Jin Woo doesn't win by simply overpowering the boss, but by analyzing his weakness and just barely avoiding death with his quick thinking, makes his victory even better. Number 6. When the job. Change dungeon's monsters strengthened Wang Jin Woo's resolve. This instance happened in episode 12 of the anime entitled Arise. After Jin Woo ventured into a special dungeon to do the job change quest and faced off against Igris, a new challenge appeared. This time, he had to survive as long as possible by defeating a multitude of adversaries. Sung Jin Woo has to face an infinite swarm of mighty silver knights, with more appearing every time. In that fierce battle, he was pushed to his limits as he got mentally hunted by the ghost of his past weakness. Jin Woo, having nearly perished, finds himself in the penalty zone, where he finds renewed motivation to enhance his skills. Jin Woo returns and fights again, realizing the knights are summoned by the mages, aiming at them, who then unify the knights into a giant golem. However, Jin Woo quickly defeats the mages and destroys the golem, finally completing the quest. This epic moment of Sung Jin Woo shows how he was able to overcome his insecurities and rise again as the strongest even in an overwhelming fight. Number 5. When Kang Tae-shik challenges Sung Jin Woo's ability and morality. This one is from episode 9 of the anime entitled You've Been Hiding Your Skills. Kang Tae-shik is a powerful B-rank hunter who joined the Hunter Association to satisfy his bloodlust. He prefers to kill humans more than the dungeon creatures. Tae-shik provides good resistance to Jin Woo thanks to his experience as a killer, and initially has the upper hand thanks to his stealth ability. This is a rare skill that a very few hunter assassins possess, and that completely masks one's presence. Their fighting styles were matched in a high-tension display of speed, but Jin Woo showed his dominance and intimidated Kang Tae-shik with his murderous intent skill. The epicness of this clash is fueled by their different senses of justice. Tae-shik makes Jin Woo reflect on the concept of power, after stating that conventional morality does not exist in the world of hunters. Then, he warns him about not letting himself be consumed by the darkness. Jin Woo is still defining his moral code after what happened with the lizard group, so the fight shows how he is struggling to maintain his humanity as his power grows exponentially. Number 4. When Sung Jin Woo clears a triple threat. We can't forget about episode 7 of the anime entitled Let's See How Far I Can Go. In the demon castle, Jin Woo is greeted by a 3-headed dog monster called Cerberus. Cerberus is the gatekeeper of hell, and one of the first enemies that Sung Jin Woo doesn't feel capable of defeating. Cerberus's power is extraordinary, high enough to be a challenge for S-rank hunters. The beast does not receive much damage from Kasaka's dagger slashes, and is resistant to the murderous intent skill effect. The situation worsened when Cerberus used his rage skill, which gave him incredible strength for 3 minutes, pushing Jin Woo to his limit. This time, Sung Jin Woo decided to use Kasaka's venom gland to sustain more damage. The last stretch of the battle is quite gruesome, as Jinwoo lets himself be bitten to stab the eye of the remaining head over and over again. He did it until the beast was down, and thanks to the ability of the dagger, Drain. This brutal fight showcases Sung Jin Woo's newly gained strength as he faces alone the guardian of an S-rank dungeon. Number 3. When Wang Dongs' team gets massacred. Number 3 moment happened in episode 6 of the anime entitled The Real Hunt Begins. The incident occurred after Jinwoo successfully defeated the C-rank dungeon boss. Here, Wang Dongs' team, named Lizards, who are known for the way they used other people, came to finish off both him and Jinho, like what they did several times with other low-rank hunters. However, the Lizards' actions backfired on them because they triggered the system to give Jinwoo an emergency quest to kill them all. Knowing that there was no other choice to survive but to kill, Jinwoo did not hesitate to end them all, turning the situation into a one-sided slaughter. Solo Leveling's anime doesn't hide in its crudeness, showing all the harshness of a world of hunters in which there is no place for mercy. The moment was brutal and elevated by the background music as Sung Jin Woo's true hunting begins after realizing the cruelty of the system and human beings. Number 2. When Jinwoo becomes the new king in his fight with Igris. In episode 11 of the anime entitled A Knight Who Defends an Empty Throne, this fight is one of the best fights in recent anime because of its dynamic animation. Here, blood-red Commander Igris made Sung Jin Woo almost taste defeat, as he was far above him in terms of strength and defense. The fight against Igris was overwhelming for Jinwoo, and much more fierce and intense than the fight against Cerberus. Since the knight's skill at swinging a sword is far greater than Jinwoo's ability, the hunter decides to fight with his bare hands. Considering the fact that Igris is an honorable opponent, he also removes his weapon. Jinwoo was only able to win because he found a gap in Igris's helmet and stabbed him repeatedly until the knight was down. This insane fight is not only Sung Jin Woo's most difficult clash of Season 1, but also makes him worthy of sitting on the throne after becoming the new master of Igris. Number 1. When Jinwoo rises as the Shadow Monarch. For the number 1 moment, it's definitely in episode 12 of the anime entitled Arise. After going through the job change quest, Jinwoo gets the Necromancer class and is immediately promoted to Shadow Lord. Being the Shadow Monarch, he is given the power to summon shadows of defeated his enemies. To use the shadow extraction, he needed to assign a command, telling the word every fan of Solo Leveling's manhwa was excited to hear, Arise. Jinwoo immediately tried out the power on the knights he had previously killed, including Igris. After 2 failed attempts, Sung Jinwoo successfully extracts Igris, who becomes his most loyal and powerful warrior. Jinwoo becoming the Shadow Monarch is the most epic moment of Solo Leveling, Season 1, because it shows how all the Shadow Warriors rise up to serve their new king. Moreover, the way they kneel before him as a sign of respect is a total goosebumps. This also marks the start of Jinwoo's Shadow Army, which is a key aspect in his path to an even greater power in the upcoming Solo Leveling Season 2.